Well, well, well. Here we are. We've won the war. We're going to go ahead and lock that bad boy in here. Finally got past it. So the problem was, it took me several embarrassing tries to figure this out. But the problem was, there was some sort of bug that whenever I retook Honey Tree, the tick that went over on Honey Tree would cause the game to crash. So I had to win without retaking my home, which took a little while, but you know, we kind of had the better armed forces. So in the end, it wasn't super hard. It was just really annoying. First question, where's my wife? Second question, not a question. Just upset, really upset. He's still my liege? That's crazy, dude. All right, let's pull in a bunch of cash real quick, and then we need to get all of our people out of their dungeons. I need my folks back. And we're making a good bit of cash right here. Ah, the king pardons me rather than my liege. Perfect. Oh, and I invited Rena Lannister to join us. Her husband is in prison, so she just decided to straight up learn us. Just hang out with us, man. What language is this that we're supposed to be using? Anyway. I was doing something. Okay, ransom. This guy also kidnapped my kid. My wife had another kid. And while she was in prison, and so she too... This guy's having a rough time, buddy. That's not great. Okay. How's my control levels? They're okay in the lands that I personally control. All right, Raventree Hill is also mine? Yes. Cool. I think I might pull revocations on these 3 houses and give them to the Blackwoods. Let me go get my Blackwoods open here. How about I go to High Lordship of Blackwood Vale. That's me, but the title history is going to tell me House Blackwood. There we go, I got there. We're going to look at living members of House Blackwood. See if we can seat them. Guess I'd have to be able to invite them to my court first. I thought most of these people were in my court. And... okay, Sir Edwin, I can grant title to... oh, it's because he's a man. It's because he's a man I can give him titleage. Is this a... it's a regular marriage, though, right? So this would be the end of the Blackwood line if I gave it to him. We like Serena, though. Maybe he'll have another kid? I'll buy that. I'll buy that he'll have another kid. Freaking better. Okay. We're still handing out Blackwood titles, so hold on a sec. Great. Rob Rivers? Okay, so you're a bastard. Semyona Baratheon, that's my daughter. Did I arrange for this? Or did this just somehow happen? It's a matrilineal marriage, so if I give it to him, a Baratheon will become my heir. So I actually don't hate that. Well, will become one of my vassals. I shouldn't say heir. They'll become my vassal. Great. Disband the military. I have Raventree Hill, which really is a one-tree hill, if you think about it. Courtier, still in prison, huh? Where's that cohort. She's gone now. My courtsmith. I need a new courtsmith, and I need to get my little girl out of prison. How do I pay ransom? Oh, he's waiting for another thing. Let's try again. Nope. Great. Pay ransom again. Get my daughter back. My daughter needs an educator. She just needs some education. We're gonna go and we're gonna order up a master blacksmith. Thank you. Oh, poop. I let that guy go and he was actually super important to my council. Well, I would rather the Blackwoods flourish than have a strong Blackwood on the council, I suppose. All right, I want you to marry Rhaena Lannister matrilineally. Perfect. This guy, look how good he is. He's got so much high stats. I want him to pass those stats on to the Lannister line. Rhaena, learn from this man. And because you're lustful, have a ton of kids with him. You will become the greatest line of Lannisters the land has ever seen. All right. I should also probably learn his language, because I don't speak it. I want you on my council, Gajesh Hoat. But I'm guessing because you aren't a noble. Oh. Never mind. Great. We're going to put you in there. Any chance I can get you to be my steward? Yeah, I'd much rather have you there. Have these two switch around. Heck yeah. Damn, this is a good start. Good start to this session. Absolutely rocking it, guys. Low control in counties. What counties? Oh, Ravens Tree Hill. That one Tree Hill that I've been talking about. We need to get it back under control. So I'm like a double duke now, right? I'm the High Lord of Crake Hall and the Blackwood Vale. I am more powerful than the Tynes guy, right? Theoretically, when I get all my stuff back, I should be more powerful. Oh, wait. He has a ton of levies over me. How is that possible? He has a familial kinslayer? And then do I have a war reason to... I can go independent of him, which would put me then underneath Grover Tully. I think we're going to do that. We're going to fight our way independent of the Brackens. In fact, what would be better is if we consume the Brackens entirely, but I don't think they're going to let me do that. Is there any chance that I could get a claim on him? No, of course not. That'd be too easy. Can I get a dynastic claim? Can I get a religious claim? No. Even if I made him super happy, even if I made the super pope super happy, he would not like that. All right, well, try to attack the problem from a couple different angles. Is there anything I need to build in Tree Hill? No. It's kind of stocked up on some pretty good stuff, actually. I'd appreciate if it had a little bit more money stuff, but you gotta do what you gotta do. The Great Dead Weirwood. I would like to return this holding to the Blackwoods at some point, but I simply don't have the time right now. I need their money. Need their money very badly. I'll be the roundabout. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. The lecherous fool Marita makes my blood boil. How could the father see fit to curse the earth with Marita's evil fools? Or I could let this die between us. I will let... Oh my god, 150 stress. That's bad, but it's not horrible, and I'd rather not have... I'm trying to give up my beef. I'm renouncing violence, more or less. Not really, but... Riding along the Trident one day, I notice hills lined with neat rows of leafy vines. Surely not grapes, I remark aloud, for everyone knows Dorne and the Arbor control the wine trades of Westeros. Not so, one of my companions explains. Apparently, there has been a recent blossoming of vineyards in the Riverlands. Upon reflection, it makes sense. Our soils are among the richest in Westeros, our lands the most fertile. Why should the waters of the mighty Trident be any less succor to the grape than the sickly trickle of Dorne's green blood? We will start our own vineyards, as you know, in vino veritas. I'm going to get a bunch of skill points for sound foundations because I have 5+ kids. A mystic from Cahor arrives. I would pay him an enormous amount of money. We already have a hote or a moat or whatever. I don't know that we want this to happen. Oh, but she could get wise woman. She'd become a mystic. It's not very likely. We're keeping it in the family. You're gonna stay with your mom. Oh, pay ransom. Thought I gave everybody away already. This is fine. This is fine. Where's my 4th? Why does it say I have 4 holdings? Oh, I just have a castle in the middle of nowhere, I guess. Ooh. Do I have any weird relatives I need to give castles to? Not yet. Maybe in a few generations. Maybe in a few. I have a granddaughter that I could marry to this Rowan kid. Not gonna accept that, huh? You know, I also have that Pentoshi dragon egg holder that I want to make inroads with. And his name is... Oh, the Princes of Dorne have a freaking egg? Oh, it's because Sarah is married into their house. And she's been popping eggs and dragons out. They have quite the independent little force over there. That happened. I am willing to release Jonathor Umpney for $10. Great, let's take him back. In fact, is there anybody else that I haven't? Clean sweep. Let's get everybody out. Elias Aaron, you're coming home, bud. Bringing you home. Lord Armistead. No one will ransom you, brother? What's going on here? Yikes. Just not have money. Oh, he's negative money. Yeah, well, that would do it. What about you, Humphrey? I'll take cash. Cash for prison sentences. Ah, that lets us get rid of Armistead to befriend Joshua. Who's Joshua? It's my Septon, and we need to befriend him so that he stops. Anytime something bad happens, he stops supporting us and takes away our cash. We need to stop that. Father, I know you do your best to train me as your heir, but not all of my education can be found here at Honeytree. I was thinking perhaps I might visit Lord Ellard for a time. Now, is this a Stark Ellard? That is a high-ranking... That's literally the head of the Stark dynasty. You may go. But before you do, you are, of course, getting trained as a squire. In horse riding. Because you're about to ride a horse for a while, kid. Kiddo. Go. Father, I've been thinking about Aunt Gail, and I don't want to marry her. She'll never be faithful to me or anyone. You know it's true, and there's more. She's far too old for me. The woman's dull as dirt. Very well. I'll call off the engagement, but you will marry. Breaks Gail Targaryen's... Harry's is going to be mad, right? He's literally going to be the fucking maddest. Everyone's going to be mad at Gail? Why would they be mad at Gail? No. You'll do as I say. Harry's. Oh my god, did he kill himself? You killed yourself rather than marry Gail? Brother, I've been trying to hit that the whole time, man. What's wrong with you? Unbelievable. Wow. This is another one of those gay granddaughter situations. I overplayed my hand too forcefully. Gail, I'm so sorry. We literally can't get anyone to marry you, and I'm so desperate to have you in the family. Where is... No, I'm looking for... Gail. Daella's youngest sister, Gail. You're back at his court? No, you're supposed to be with us. You were with us. My son died for this. He was on the verge of becoming a man and a knight. I reached too close to the sun. Rest in peace, my son. Alright, who's my heir now? My first legal daughter, Rhaenyra. You are married matrilineal, right? Oh, you're married matrilineal to Harrow Swift. I did that during the war. I summoned Harrow Swift because he has Herculean strength. Oh my gosh, you had a kid already. That's Della. And she's just ugly. Great. So she's ugly. We need to secure her bloodline because there's a possibility she may be the only heir that we have. So we must have a matrilineal marriage for her. It would be nice if that matrilineal marriage had some positive traits. So... Great. We're going to have to marry a 20-year-old Ironborn just to find someone who will marry this kid. Which is crazed, I think. But then we have more marriages to arrange. We gotta get my daughter, my other daughter, my bastard daughter, and the two Aarons married. Oh, my vineyard's getting better. Great. Almost done with those marriages. We've arranged quite a few. Just have one from my daughter left. Don't I already have alliances with the Tyrells? Why does it keep making me want to go with the Tyrells? We can get an alliance with the Baratheons. I'll take that, man. Hell yeah. Okay, no friendship with him there. We're going to try to become friends with Balon before he becomes the king. It's good to be the king, and it's good to be the king's friend. Obviously. You know, we have a lot more time and a lot less stress now that we're not philandering around. Strange how that works. I'm now realizing that this kid is not her kid with Swift, it's her kid with her first husband. It's a kid with Wit, who inherited his claim to the etchings. Oh, but Casus Belli. Strange. Very well. she's legitimized. That's why she gets a green. Oh no, dynasty is green. For some reason I thought everyone had red lately. Okay, hold on. I'm friends with Balin? No, it says grew closer to becoming friends with Balin. Are we friends or are we not friends? We're not friends. We just grew closer to being friends. Okay, Alysanne is dead. Silverwing has no rider. I thought something said that one of my... It's a Liberty War. Is this what is this guy trying to get out from underneath? Oh, it's a Liberty War versus the Tynes. Interesting. Can I get involved in this shit? I would love to get out from underneath. Is there a way to join a side? Maybe offer to join war, but I would want to do offer to join war to the other guy, right? Offer to join war. You are not my ally. I see. Must have at least 75 war score. And I can't join this faction now? Unfortunate. Emma Aaron died. What happened? Good woman. Died in childbirth. Fortunate. We liked her. I was passing through a town near Honeytree on business when a local magistrate informed me that my wife was visiting a local sept, which was a surprise, though I didn't tell the magistrate that. Sure enough, I later found her there, merely sitting there by the altar, looking sad. Diella, is something amiss? I asked. My presence took her by surprise, but she quickly recovered her composure. I was just thinking of my mother. Ah, that made sense. Good Queen Alysanne died almost a year ago, I think. Odd that Diella would be here now after so long, but then I didn't know her as she did. This was my dearest love, so I sat and listened to my wife talk about her. It was hours before Diella was ready to depart, and I could tell she was grateful for the company. Very well. We shall host a funeral for the good woman. Let us see if people will... Oh, major religious building there, huh? Let's do it. Let's go. Maybe on the return trip, we'll pick up a couple extra stations on the way. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Well, I guess we'll mourn my son then. Since it won't let me mourn my mother-in-law, who always liked me and treated me well. I'm gonna mourn, right? Yeah, probably. My stress levels seem like they were pretty high. Okay. The end of the muds. Ayla seems so sad right now. I guess she's looked like that for a while. Her husband is a shitlord. I suppose. There's no saving that. Ah, Alysanne, my first and possibly greatest daughter. It's insane how cool you are. A knight captain, Amazing martial skill, commander of armies. Oh, you got the defender commander trait. So cool. Absolutely so cool. The coolest, really. Cyrax has died. That's Sarah's dragon, right? Oh my god, it was killed by a scorpion bolt. What is going on in the south? Where is Visera Targaryen? Where is the ring? Oh my god, she's dead too. Oh, she was killed while her dragon was flying. Yeah, that'll do it. These kids are motherless now. They're all married to each other. Classic Targaryen. Classic, classic, classic. All right, my daughter who was born in prison is feeling stronger now. Good, excellent, good, good, good. Love that. My daughter and heir, Lady Rhaenyra, has given birth to a son, Valar. Ooh. I had a son named Jaehaerys already, so I think we shall name this Aemon. My son, Aemon. Well, he's my grandson, and he's super cool. If I can educate him myself, I will. Oh, holy cow! We can have the Goat Man do it. Hell yeah! Ooh, I see a Lannister here. Did your girl Rena? You have a kid? How good is this kid? He's not good yet, but one day maybe he'll have his parents' incredible powers. Let's hope that he gets this, and then we want to educate him as well. We're gonna let his dad do it. Unite the bloodlines. Aarons and Lannisters, a classic team up. Classic. You've heard it before, you'll hear it again. Renna's one of the ladies in waiting. Excellent, excellent. We love Renna. She's a good friend of the family, and we don't even want to slightly bang her. And trust us, we've banged a lot of people. We can try to become friends with my daughter, okay? Didn't work, but I really wanted it to. Lysa Bracken. Try to become friends with her, didn't work. But we'd love the Brackens to recognize our independence. We are of the Bracken and of the Blackwood. Great. Crowd is moved over my speech. We're just gonna soul cast him into Sown real quick. That's definitely never gonna come up again. Who's this? Alysanne Targaryen is making it into the air. Cool, cool, cool. Love that for her. Go, girl. Absolutely slay. Things between myself and my wife were strained right from the start of tonight's family feast. We barely spoke at first. Ooh, I don't like this. I don't want to hear that we had a bad time. We stopped being soulmates. I do have to read this now. Then once the meal was done, things became worse. She became argumentative, even derisive. This was about my betrayal of our marriage vows. I knew she would never let it go. By the time the eve was done, our shouts had drawn horrified stares from the rest of the family. We've already successfully romanced her. Now I guess we have to seduce our wife again? That's crazy, but that's how life goes sometimes. We'll wait until we're done being friends with Balon. Which we'd love to have. Gale has finally married a strong. Oh my goodness. We've been chasing this woman for the entire game. Ooh, dynastic legacy. Well, it's hard. I mean, it's really tough to choose between blood and kin. Would also be nice to have access to the dragon one. Direct vassal opinion. Ability to sail up rivers is pretty strong. But yeah, the new congenital crate is strong. More fertility is also quite strong. I think we want that blood though, because I'm trying to start to aim for the next generation to have congenital traits from a bunch of commoners or lesser nobles that we can bully into it. Alice saying Justman, my daughter, became best friends with Renna Lannister. I'm telling you. We need to be putting Renna Lannister in charge of Casterly Rock. Can we do that? Can we just push Renna's claim? Yeah, we can. We don't have nearly enough junk for it, but we could. Wow, that Lord Commander ruled for a pretty damn long time. Okay, my daughter has had another boy child. Let's see, we have an Aemon. Now we shall name the child Balon. I'm wise and powerful, and I will train the boy myself. I will become your guardian, Balon Justman. My maester died. This is a real problem. Armand was a constant companion and confidant, and to have him ripped from my life feels like a mortal wound from which I will never recover. My hand clasped the note he gave me, the last note he will ever give me, I realize bitterly. I try to read it, but all I can do is to move it away from my face, that the precious words contained within it are not washed away by tears. Though there is a crowd of many mourners around me, I've never felt so alone. I have a small chance of becoming melancholic, or this is going to be ongoing heartache, where it's pretty bad. But we'll dodge melancholy, and we'll hire another maester. And he's been with us a long time, most of our life. Maester Gareth. He's strong. He's not quite as strong as my last maester, but he's strong. Well, the Harrys just died. Balon has ascended to becoming the king. Very well. That makes Viserys in line for the throne, and further through him, Maegor. And further through him, Viserys again. Oh, my brother died. And now my nephew is my liege. Which, honestly, is crazy. Can we get free of him? Seems like that will actually be pretty easy. Except for the part where a huge herd of people are going to come right down on top of me. Call in the big guns. Golden Grove's got a lot of troops today. Love that. Actually, I have a lot of troops now. Thank you, my King Balon, for offering me a pardon. Obviously, I'm doing nothing wrong, breaking free of my evil nephew. And the Brackens, who murdered a Stark directly in my hall, right in front of me. Alright, this is bad. We're getting our butts kicked. Now they're going to siege Honey Tree, which is also bad. They're moving quick, too. Do we have any allies anywhere nearby? The Tyrells are coming. I don't know if they're going to get here fast enough, but they're coming. We're going in. Baratheons are coming. God bless the Baratheons. You can always trust them in a fight in the Riverlands. Victory every single time. Tyrells, I think, showed up. Alright. My extremely expensive magical smith died, which means Rhaena Lannister is no longer married, once again. Need that magical smith. And hire another one. They're extremely high score. Means I want them. I want them badly. Okay, a new Smith, Cosmot. We want you to marry Rhaena matrilineally. Again. Thank you. Then we want him to become our Castellan stewardship. It's going to be Cosmot. Then we need to talk about educating children, because several children Wow, a ton of children are not being educated right now. Huge problems all around. You're a learner, huh, Alice saying? Very smart. You're my daughter. And though the king won't let me say that, you are my daughter. You're gonna be trained by your new dad, maybe? Yeah, so your stepdad, Gerald, is gonna train you, alright? What if we convert your faith? Oh man, what if eventually we make Gerald the Lannister heir and we put him on Casterly Rock and then they all just become worshippers of the Black Devil and make secret Smith stuff? That'd be crazy, right? That'd be absolutely insane. Probably gonna end up doing that. Okay, you're a marshal, kiddo? I'm sure we've got some good marshals around here somewhere. Yeah, how about Lester Swift? We love that guy. Great. Also, go ahead and study a language. Love education for you. Important. Vanessa, we're gonna train you. Now we have my grandson. Who's gonna educate this kid? Your mom? How about Rhaenyra? Gonna educate you. Works for me. She's pretty skilled, right? You're my heir? You got good stat line, right? You're okay. You're okay. I feel bad because I'm obviously the one that trained you. Also, you're melancholic, so that's really super bad. We cannot let Alysanne inherit because she's not matrilineally married. So we need to either have a boy child and then make him our heir. We have to cheat on our wives, possibly. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to have faith that the melancholic gal doesn't kill herself. And I'm also going to have faith that I'm going to outlive my wife rather than cheat on her again. We've stopped our caddish way. I mean, as soon as she's dead, we're going to just... like a smith at a forge. We're going to be banging it out. Daela is getting old. I was just talking about this. That's crazy. Oh, she's got fragile bones. It's not just her age. She moves more slowly, responds less quickly. Her flesh is beginning to sag. It seems as if her limbs are withering away into mere sticks. It's just the infirmities of old age, she says dismissively whenever I bring the topic up. There's nothing to be done about it. Even so, when I suggest that perhaps she needs to start being more careful, she denies. This is tough to read, guys. I learned the other day that my mom lost 2 inches of height in the last 5 years. That's a tough one. Guys, I need you to focus up on Stonehenge. I need you to come here and help me with Stonehenge because I'm bad. Alright, well, the Tyrells and the Baratheons are going to do whatever the hell they want, I guess. Great, now we're going to go over here and we're going to take out the enemy army of Brackens. Great. Then we're going to fight the other army of Brackens that I guess got split up. And then we're going for Stonehenge. Cool. My daughter is marrying a guy from Walled Lake. That's fine. We needed his military help in the past. she's a bastard. Hate to say it. So Barrow's Craykall is the son of the man I killed while taking Craykall. That dude was an incredible military commander. He had like a 35 commander level or something really scary and like 80 knights under him. But when he finally defeated the Lannisters, he just disappeared and it made it easy to beat him personally. Crazy how it all worked out. Soon we'll be independent, answering directly to the King of Rivers, which is definitely not what they call him. They call him Lord Paramount Grover. We're going to take this castle, and then we're going to enforce demands. Perfect. We've gained independence. Paramount Grover. This is the guy that imprisoned and killed his own son previously, if you'll recall. Been a long time, Tullys. I'll be honest, I'm aiming for your throne next. A good, just man would take the throne. For House Justman. Now, if Gianna Tully dies... Well, hold on. We want Brendan to inherit first. Then we want Gianna to inherit, and then we want her to not have any more kids. That's too villainous. We could make it happen, but it would basically just be a bunch of murders. Not that I don't think I could. I definitely think I probably could. I mean, the opposing spy master in this case is kind of bad, and we're kind of good at our job. But maybe we shouldn't just be murdering everybody just to take control of the Riverlands in that specific way. We could just have a nice battle, you know? Jane, that's my friend, my niece, a Bracken. We'll let him go. We'll let your guy go. And you know what? We'll let all the others go too. For money. We don't have that many, actually. Never mind. That would have been way more impressive if we had stuff. Alright, disband the military. Thanks to all my allies who came out and supported me. My prestige absolutely tanked once again. You know, we go through these, not Fathom and, a Feast and Famine. There we go. Wow. Definitely not embarrassing myself. Looking like an idiot. Alright, we're gonna put a castle here. And maybe we'll stick a family knight in there or something. Not that we have that many family knights, but I'd love for that to be the case. I hate to say it, but this girl has that sort of Hollywood fake beauty look going on. I don't want to be mean to her at all. She's a nice woman. She's my daughter, but also she just has that sort of vapid, vacant look to her. I'm not trying to be mean. Let's get a wet nurse and then figure out where did you go? Oh, you got married to Jothan and they moved you on out there. Yeah, that makes sense. We bring the two of you back to my court? Where are you, kiddo? Will you come to my court? No, you're the primary heir. Well, Had to trade my daughter and her lineage away just to break free of the Brackens and restore the balance of the Blackwood Bracken. So I'm now the master of the Blackwood Vale rather than being a subject of the Tynes. So weird that this is still called the Tynes. Very well. The Crake Hall is now called the Blackwood Vale, which is even crazier. Oh no, Balon, you're not doing so well, huh? You're not doing so hot. Jeez Louise. I think we may want to befriend your son sooner rather than later. The Tullys. The Tully line of the Tullys. Why do you... Oh, because your dad's a kinslayer because he killed your brother, huh? So you hate him. Yeah, makes sense. That checks out. Al Kestis. You're in this game? Do I want to dishonor the Lannister house by just marrying them to a random commoner? I don't think so. We should get a little bit more out of this. We get a little bit more. Now, Nyla Rowan, that is a marriage right there. What do I gotta do? Can I send you a nice poem? No, absolutely not. Can I bribe you with some cash? I hate having to send a gift. We don't have the money. Is there some other way in the short term? What if I offer knight tutelage for one of my knights to your sons? Great. Then I'll befriend you. We'll also train your other son. Your wife is my first child. Recognized child. She's a knight. My family will train your knights. Just absolute insanity. We are wrapping our fingers around the Golden Grove as best we can. We're gonna leave the other son unmarried so that we can get him into so I'm this kid's trainer. He needs things I can't give him, so we're actually going to remove me as the guardian. We're going to arrange for a new guardian whose specialty is learning. And it's going to be a maester. Or it could be Elmond Aaron. But it's going to be a maester. Whoa, this maester's a blade master? Hell yeah. Teach this kid. A lot of Lannisters to get married to. Now, I don't have... Oh, I could get independence of him, right? Would that make me independent of the Iron Throne? Or it would make me independent of... This guy one of my allies, and that's why I can't call him right now? I feel like I had at least one more guy. Golden Grove, the Reach. Where's the Aarons? Where's my Aarons at? Lost our Aaron alliance. That's a little too close for comfort, honestly. And I actually don't want to get free of House Tully. I want to overtake House Tully. War of Revenge. Oh, I could revenge Edward. Defender's Liege will join the war. I don't want the king getting involved. That would be bad. Aenys Targaryen hatching an egg. That's cool, dude. You're a pretty cool kid, huh? Are there Valyrian dragons? There aren't, right? What's Corlys doing? Corlys, we need you to dragon, Corlys. What's going on? That might be a match right there. No? Patrilineal marriage. Does he only have daughters? Does only have daughters. Okay. Now he's just kind of seething and coping, I guess. We'll make him a friend and see if we can lock in some Valyrian blood. Does the current Valyrian bloodline account for the fact that they're dragon riders? They get large flagship. They get Call of the Sea. They don't appear to be listed as dragon riders here. That's unfortunate. I know that they were adding Valyrian dragon rider ideas based on historical Valyrianness. I mean, my hook on Lady Cinna is not going to expire. She's going to expire. She's 62 years old with a bad heart. I know what that's like. I'm 39 years old with a bad heart. It's not so great. The family feast at Honeytree was busy and started off well enough. My younger grandson, Portifer, was once again the life of the evening, keeping everyone laughing with his stories. Then things took a sudden turn. One of the servants ran into the great hall in a panic, informing me that my young grandson, Balin, had suffered a terrible fall out in the courtyard. It was an accident, of course, and all of us were deeply concerned. All right. but he's being treated. Being treated well. I am the Admiral of the Riverlands. Cool. Do we want to move our seat from Honey Tree to Raven Tree Hall? I think maybe we do. This is our capital, and it makes even more money when we're doing this. Let's reset. Honey Tree is very important to us. Let's be very clear here. But as the scion of Blackwood and Bracken, Raven Tree Hall is also pretty important to us. And we've invested the Blackwoods when they were at their lowest point. Let's be clear. This Bernard Justman is a bad guy. He has done some horrible things. When the Blackwoods were in danger of being completely wiped out by the no good, very bad Brackens, when they had no place to go, we provided them shelter, we worked on the problem, and we got them some of their castles back. All right? That's because we're family. Family's everything. We have one more patriarch gain, and then we're going to move into the learning tree in order to stay alive for as long as possible. Classic, move. Classic, stay as long as possible, move. You know how it goes. Lord Gordon is my friend. We're going to try to marry... Somebody was going to marry somebody, right? Has to be the girl. Has to be a girl was getting married. Nalia Rowan is marrying Tybert Lannister. Oh, but if she marries Balin... Oh, you're saying no probably because it's incest? No? All right, let's say Lannister. Here we go. That's a good stat line for a kiddo. Okay, we have a counselor died of old age. Lots of chaotic stuff's happening all at once. Lord Tommen. Now, this guy's gone through quite a character arc. Originally, he was the lord, a new lord who was most opposed to us. He's allied himself with all the other lords around him, including one that also opposed us. But he has quickly become one of our greatest assets and strongest allies. He's going to die soon. I'm going to make him the spy master because we trust him, we believe in him, and we want to honor his commitment to giving the last years of his life to my rule and to making sure that the Riverlands succeeds through us. We believe in him more than we believe in ourselves. We're going to start to fill out all these spots as well. Some of these errands are more loyal than others, I'll say. Quite strange, given that I've sheltered errands as well. And Baratheons and Lannisters. Started a Pokemon zoo. Lord Paramount Grover arrested Lord Jonah. Okay. This guy be doing some strange things. You know what I mean? Another son. You mean Viserys, right? Am I spelling that correctly? Yes. Okay. Any other children that need education? A Tiber, of course. Tiber should probably be educated by his dad. But I'm guessing his dad's kind of busy right now. What about his mom? Hell yeah. Good, let's lock that in. Let's do some languages check. Languages all around. You kids are studying, right? Holy cow, this woman is tall. Nice work, Darissa. Wow, Alicane is also quite tall. Are they both Rhaenys' daughters? Wow. Rhaenys, you got you got whatever it is, you've got it, Rhaenys. Whatever it is, you've got it. That's what I have to say. Don't want to marry Syrio. He is a commoner. We're only making you marry him because he has the Fecund trait. You don't want to marry him. Breaking the engagement. Oh no, you'll take the refusing marriage trait? No way, kiddo. I'll call it off, but you will marry. He's not noble, so it's fine. But you are gonna marry, kid. Which one are you? I forget. Alicane, huh? All right. Find a nice, young, congenital trait having young man. Preferably a third son who still inherits a bunch of money, land, and titles. You know. Well, this Florent kid will go for a matrilineal. You like Endrin Florent? There are some kings out there that likes a Florent. $44 gold, and we can build another castle building. And a castle max ourselves out here. Or we can build a monastery? No, we'll build a castle, because apparently we don't have the... We don't have the juice. Rhaenyra Targaryen. I believe this is one of my bastards. We could build a temple holding to increase the faith of the Seven, or we build another castle. I want something we can give away to somebody. We gotta keep the good times going. Are we gonna finally befriend a Targaryen? Gonna happen? Oh, oof. What a wait. Cool. Now we need to befriend his heir as well. That's not a good start. I don't like that. All right, we're starting a castle here in Thickbill at the edge of the Ravens March. We're going to end up with way more castles than we can hold, but it's perfect because we're going to need to start knighting knights and sticking them in places. My hope is that some of these strong young boys will one day grow up and serve the family by being knighted, and then keep the family alive without messing up really badly, waiting in those castles. Might have to encastle them sooner rather than later to keep our holding penalties, but we'll figure it out. We'll work on it. Work the problem, as I have repeatedly said. Might be a good place to stop for the night. Unclear.